Hello, thank you for tuning in to Life Coaching with Ty. You can call me Coach Ty or Coach T. This is a space where we'll discuss various and numerous of subjects and have different perspectives and guests and things of that sort. And the main point of this is that you're able to take some free, valuable life coaching tips from these messages. These things that we may discuss may sound so simple, but it's reality. And if you know how to handle it, then you can save yourself a lot of, problems if you go within and work on yourself and be prepared for certain situations. So, with that being said, today we will be discussing pain. We will be talking about pain. Pain is the subject. Okay, I feel like pain is just very important. Any type of pain. Any pain that you have encountered in your life. There was a lesson to be learned from it. And I hope you learned that lesson. Okay? And so, whatever you faced, however long it took you to get over it, have you even gotten over it? Okay? And for starters, if the answer is no to that question, then you need to seek some type of help, some type of guidance. You need to see a counselor, you need to see a life coach, you need to see someone you trust, someone who can give you a true perspective on what's really right and wrong, and also be able to relate to where you're at as well. Okay? So just because you and a person have two different beliefs, it doesn't mean that that person can't resonate and understand why you thought the way you thought. Okay? So, that's a message for somebody, because I wasn't planning on saying that. And the second thing is, okay, so let's just use some examples. What kind of examples we gonna use? Pain from betrayal, or betrayal, lies, cheating, backstabbing, all that type of stuff. It kind of all fall in the same, because if you really care about a person who do any of those things to you, it's just gonna hurt you dramatically. And another important thing is, when you do get hurt, turning cold is not the answer. It's not going to solve the problem. You still going to deal with the same issues when you sitting in the crib by yourself and no one is around. Okay? So really learn how to heal from things and talk through things and get yourself through these situations, because regardless if you think you got baggage or not, if you ain't fully let some things go, then it's going to weigh you down in some shape or form, okay? And when it does, you're not going to be able to notice your actions. You're going to be blind to your own actions, because in your head, you're thinking logically, or you know what's best for you, or so many different things, but anxiety and overthinking and depression, all of those are symptoms, or I'll say they are resonated from the symptoms far as from pain. Like when you be betrayed, lied to, and cheated on, that stuff causes you to be anxious, and causes the depression, makes you sad, and it just that stuff just leads to that. A lot of betrayal, lies, cheating, deaths. You are anxious and overthinking and sad and stuff randomly because you haven't fully let that stuff go. You gotta talk it out. And a lot of people ain't let stuff go fully because maybe it's something you ain't never told nobody that was between you and that person, and now they gone, for instance. And you feel bad because you felt like maybe that had something to do with it, or maybe you could have changed the situation if you would have did this differently. But regardless of what you would have done, what's meant to happen is gonna happen. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have some unfortunate things happen in my life. You gonna have some unfortunate things happen in your life, and you just gonna have to learn how to get through it. But you can't just tuck it away. Pain is not something you tuck away. It's not a tuck away game, because what goes up must come down. Okay? So it's gonna always resurface. If you never fully fix the issue, it's going to always resurface. And what you have to do, you have to find a way to let it go. You need to do some research. You need to find what you want specifically. Do you want a counselor? Do you want a life coach specifically? Like, what do you feel like your requirements are? Do you need a psychologist? Like, how deep is the issues? Like, what do you feel you need to do? Because these issues, people claiming that they can fix on their own with they blunt or what they drink, you're not fixing them. Truth be told, I know, you know, we know. The issues is not being fixed. You just numbing. You numbing a little bit of the pain. And you ain't even numbing all of it, because if you hurt, you still gonna cry. If you mad, you still gonna lash out. So what's being solved? Because lashing out is not the answer. And that's a message for myself. I'll be truthful, but you just can't. That's not how we supposed to behave as adults at the end of the day. Regardless of what has been presented to you, what has happened to you, you know, you can't, you're not supposed to be trying to take matters into your own hands. Even though that makes some people happy, and don't make it right. Okay? And there's always consequences for your actions. Okay? Keep that in mind. Even if you do something, say if it's something illegally, and even if you never get caught and go to jail for it, you still gonna pay for it in some shape, form of way. So if jail isn't the answer, then you best believe, you know, it's gonna hit you where it hurts, regardless of how you get hit with it. Nothing, no bad deed you ever do goes undone. So with that being said, you know, I encourage everyone to, like, even just from this point forward, start doing right by people. Simple. Like, let stuff go. Some stuff be so petty, and a lot of times you just respond because you already irritated. You already irritated with life, so you gonna respond to some small petty mess and possibly get in trouble because of what? For real, at the end of the day, those be so small issues. Like, I'm not beefing. We not having no problems over nothing. Not over no he say, she say. Not over no... We not over no man, not over no woman, not over no... We not having no problems over nothing like that. It's too many bigger problems going on to be worried about stuff like that. Or to let that be the main issue. Because people really need to start paying attention to what's going on and really come together to try to make a difference and get stuff gone. Not get stuff gone, but get stuff, you know, we are the future. So if we don't make no changes, then it ain't really gonna be no changes to come about. We can expect the same things. We can expect the same outcomes, and that's just what it's gonna be if nobody decides to really make a difference. Okay? But yeah, we talking about pain, and hopefully you are learning your lessons from your pain, okay? Whether it's an actual wound, okay? What led to that wound, okay? What could you have done differently to have avoided that situation and not have that consequence happen to you, Okay? And for some people, it's nothing you could have done. You was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And sometimes unfortunate things happen to innocent people. Yes, that's true. That's truly a battle. But I'm pretty sure, like, whatever you face, like, God is going to put you through it in your lifetime. That was part of your lessons. Like, you got to heal from it. You can't be bitter. You can't stray away from your belief system. You can't really do none of that. You got to remember the end goal. Remember your purpose. Remember what you really here for. Remember what you really doing it for. Like, and what else can I really say about it? Because it's really that simple. So yeah, honestly, me personally, I haven't dealt with a lot of, like, I haven't really had anyone really, really close to me pass away. So when it comes to deaths, I'm kind of like numb. Like, I understand, but I haven't really been affected by anybody that I see on a daily, or, you know, just something that's gonna really hit home. So I can't really give too much. I won't say too much on that, but I have, you know, lost people that I cared about, but so I won't speak too much on that. And so for me, if you need that type of counseling, I would advise, you know, someone else that's actually been there and done that, because I like to talk about things that I can actually relate to, check my own files, and tell you how I got through it, so I can tell you how to get through it. Okay? So if you do see me speaking on something, it's not that I don't practice it, or if that's not what I do. I'm pretty much, whatever I say, I'm pretty much about.